Hello, I'm Elena. Can you feel it? The tension in a quiet room, the space on the couch that feels a mile wide, the conversations that are just logistics. Did you take out the trash? What's for dinner? You're living in the same house, but you feel completely and utterly alone. The emotional distance has crept in, and maybe it's now a full-blown silent treatment. It's one of the most painful experiences in a relationship because it leaves you with unanswered questions, a deep sense of rejection, and a desperate feeling of powerlessness. You're left wondering, what did I do wrong? Don't they love me anymore? If this is you, I want you to take a deep breath. Pause. What you're feeling is valid. And today, we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to walk through a clear, step-by-step path to bridge that gap. This isn't about quick fixes or manipulation. It's about truly understanding what's happening beneath the surface and learning how to invite your partner back into connection. And we'll also uncover the single most common mistake that almost guarantees the distance will grow and how to avoid it. Understanding why partners pull away. Before we can fix a problem, we must understand it. Imagine your relationship is a garden. When a plant starts to wilt, you don't just yell at it to grow. You check the soil, the water, the sunlight. The silence and distance you're experiencing are the wilting leaves. We need to look at the roots. Many of the couples I advise come to me with this exact problem. One partner feels ignored and the other feels constantly criticized. But what's really happening? Often, a partner withdraws for one of these core reasons. First, emotional overwhelm or flooding. This is a biological response. When a conversation feels too intense, critical, or emotionally charged, their nervous system can go into fight, flight, or freeze mode. Silence and withdrawal are the freeze or flight response. It's not a conscious choice to hurt you. It's a subconscious instinct to protect themselves from what feels like a threat. Their heart rate is up, their adrenaline is pumping, and their ability to think rationally has gone offline. Your attempts to talk it out right then are to their nervous system like adding fuel to a fire. Second, fear of conflict. Many people grow up in environments where conflict was either explosive and scary or completely swept under the rug. They never learned how to navigate disagreements constructively, so to them, silence feels safer than a fight. They think by avoiding the conversation, they are preserving the peace, not realizing they are slowly starving the relationship of the oxygen it needs to survive. And third, a learned pattern of communication. It's possible this is simply how they've always dealt with difficult emotions. They may not have the words or the emotional tools to express what they're feeling, so they say nothing at all. Do you know which of these is the most common reason I see? It's the first one, emotional overwhelm. Understanding this is a game changer because it shifts the narrative from "my partner is punishing me" to "my partner is struggling." And from that place of empathy, we can begin to build a bridge. The critical mindset shift. Your first move is an inside job. Here is the mistake that 99% of people make when feeling ignored. They make it all about their partner's behavior. They focus on getting their partner to talk, to change, to respond. But your first and most powerful move has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you. When you feel that silence, your own nervous system gets activated. Your fear of abandonment kicks in. You feel anxious, panicked, and desperate for reassurance. If you act from that place of panic by pleading, demanding, or criticizing, you become the threat that their overwhelmed system is trying to escape from. So, before you say a single word to them, you must learn to self-regulate. This means finding your own calm in the middle of the storm. Pause. Take 5 deep, slow breaths. Go for a walk. Write down your feelings in a journal. Listen to a calming piece of music. Do whatever it takes to bring your own anxiety down from a 10 to a 3. This isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about not letting them hijack your actions. When you approach your partner from a place of calm, you are no longer a threat. You are a safe harbor, and people are much more likely to sail into a safe harbor than to flee from a storm. The step-by-step action plan to reconnect. Once you are in a calmer state, and only then can you begin to gently bridge the gap. Here is the practical step-by-step plan. Step 1. Choose the right time and place. Do not try to have a deep conversation when they've just walked in the door from a stressful day at work or when you're both exhausted late at night. The best moments are often during low stakes, neutral activities like a quiet walk, a drive in the car, or while cleaning up after dinner. The environment should feel non-confrontational. Step 2. Use a gentle opener. How you start the conversation determines everything. Forget "we need to talk." Instead, use a specific formula that I teach all my clients. It's the "I feel" statement. It's non-blaming and focuses on your experience. Here are some exact phrases you can use. "I feel a little disconnected from you lately, and I really miss feeling close to you." "I've been feeling a bit lonely in the relationship recently, and I'd love to find a way for us to get back on the same page." Or, as we said before, "I feel like we're on different teams right now, and I want to get back to feeling like we're on the same team." Notice that none of these phrases say, "You are ignoring me," or "You never talk to me." You are not accusing, you are inviting. Step 3. Listen to understand, not to reply. If they do start to open up, your job is to become the best listener they have ever known. Do not interrupt, do not defend yourself, do not correct their version of events. Just listen, nod your head, say things like "that makes sense" or "tell me more about that." Your goal here is not to solve the problem, but simply to make them feel heard. Validation is the most powerful tool for connection. When someone feels truly heard, their defenses start to come down. Step 4. Focus on one small shared goal. You will not solve years of communication issues in one conversation. The goal is to end the conversation on a note of connection, not resolution. End by co-creating a small positive step forward. You could say, "I know we can't fix everything at once, but could we agree to spend 15 minutes together after work tomorrow, with no phones, just to catch up?" Or, "Next time you feel overwhelmed, could you try telling me I need some space instead of just going quiet?" This is about building a new habit together, one brick at a time. A crucial safety warning: when silence is abuse. Now, I must pause here for a very important distinction. Everything we have discussed applies to partners who are struggling with communication or overwhelmed by emotions. Pause. However, there is a line where the silent treatment crosses over from a poor coping mechanism into a form of emotional abuse. This is known as stonewalling. Stonewalling is not just a partner needing space, it is a persistent and intentional refusal to communicate, designed to punish, control, and manipulate you. If the silence is accompanied by contempt, constant criticism, a refusal to ever take responsibility, and makes you feel like you are walking on eggshells, this is a serious red flag. If you feel scared of your partner, or if their silence is a tool to control your behavior, the techniques I've shared today may not be enough and could even be unsafe. Your safety is the absolute priority. If you recognize your situation in this description of abuse, your focus must shift from "how do I reconnect with them" to "how do I get safe?" Please reach out to a qualified therapist or a domestic violence support organization in your area. You do not have to handle that alone. For most of us, however, emotional distance is a painful but solvable problem. It's a symptom of a disconnect that, with patience and the right tools, can be healed. Let's recap the path forward. First, understand the why behind their withdrawal. It's often about overwhelm, not malice. Second, regulate your own emotions before you do anything else. You must be the calm in the storm. And third, use the gentle, step-by-step plan. Pick the right time, use a soft opener, listen deeply, and aim for one small shared goal. Remember that garden. Rebuilding connection takes time. You are planting new seeds of trust and safety. Be patient with the process and be patient with yourself. You are worthy of a relationship where you feel seen, heard, and cherished. If this guide was helpful to you, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more weekly advice on building stronger, healthier relationships. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever experienced the silent treatment? What has helped you? Sharing your story can help so many others feel less alone. I read as many of your comments as I can. Thank you for spending this time with me. Be kind to yourself. Gentle, calming music fades back in.